Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Ways to Jannah, number 13. People have attributes and they have qualities. You see, let me give a simple example. When you have a CCTV in a building or in a place where you stay, you understand that that CCTV is recording every single thing. Sometimes in real time, if there is this cloud, whatever it is that they have of technology. So someone would be somewhere seeing what you're doing. And anytime they want it, they can go back to it and watch it and see what you did at the very moment or at the very second they want. So you understand that the CCTV watches over you. Sometimes there is the one that even takes the voice, of course. So it records everything, including your voice. So whatever you say also is recorded. And based on that, you tend to be the very best human that you can be, so that you wouldn't mess up, so that you wouldn't be caught off guard doing something that might not be desired of you to be done. Now, وَلِلَّهِ الْمَثَلُ الْأَعْلَى. To Allah belongs the best of example. The Prophet ﷺ in the hadith of Abu Huraira, Imam al-Bukhari, as well as Muslim and other narrations, you find other books of hadith, you find this very powerful hadith. And it's a hadith which I believe every Muslim, almost every sane Muslim who has an eye in the religion understands or knows the hadith. The Prophet ﷺ, according to Abu Huraira, he tells us that Inna lillahi tis'an wa tis'ina isman mi'atan illa wahida man ahsaha dakhala al-jannah, aw kama qala sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. That Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has 99 names, mi'atan illa wahida, 100 minus 1. Man ahsaha, one who memorizes, who safeguards it, dakhala al-jannah, inevitably will enter al-jannah. Allahu Akbar. What a very beautiful narration. What a very powerful narration. What a very, very profound saying of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Getting into al-jannah simply requires you to memorize and understand the names of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Is that only what it means? No. Number one, we should understand the names of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala are beyond 99. Number two, we should understand that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has names and attributes, and one must believe in all of them. And we don't, like I said, know their exact numbers. The reason why the Prophet ﷺ speaks about 99 here, maybe we can get to understand it if Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala permits, with the help of the time that we have, inshallah, in the explanation. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has names more than 99. In fact, in a dua where the Prophet ﷺ, he used to say, I urge you, or I call upon you with the names that nobody of your creation, none of your creation knows about. So it means that Allah has certain names that we don't know. And if you look at the very popular book that we read, this very 99 names of Allah, it's not exactly attributed to the Prophet ﷺ. Rather, it is idraj, like the scholars of hadith would say. Idraj simply means inserting of words other than the words of the Prophet ﷺ by either a sahabi or a tabi'i. Idraj of sahaba or idraj of sahabi, of tabi'. Now, the tabi'i who related this hadith, it's even related that it's the teacher of Walid bin Muslim, Mawla Bani Umayyah, that brought the 99 names, where the hadith stops, because it is Tirmidhi that brought this very 99. So it's the understanding of the scholar of Walid bin Muslim, Mawla Bani Umayyah, that brought this very 99 names. The Prophet ﷺ simply said Allah has 99 names, 100 minus 1, whoever memorizes would enter Al-Jannah. That's the authentic narration. Having the 99 names, this is the understanding of the teacher of Walid bin Muslim. So these names of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, they are beyond 99. So the Prophet ﷺ said whoever memorizes or safeguards them will be admitted into Al-Jannah. What it means here is whenever you want to do something, then you should understand Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, being your creator, being your owner, being the owner of the entire world, has an attribute or has a name that relates to that very thing you're about to do. In essence, the reason why I brought the issue of the CCTV in the beginning, Allah sees you wherever you are. So Allah is Al-Basir. So whenever you want to do something, understand that Allah watches you. So you do what Allah would be pleased seeing you do. Whatever you want to say, you should understand Allahu As-Sami'. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala hears. So you don't utter except that which Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala would be pleased with. So that means you have safeguarded the name of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You have safeguarded the attribute of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So in essence, it would make you become the right Muslim, the required Muslim that you are supposed to be. That is what it means for safeguarding, or by safeguarding and memorizing the names of Allah. It's not just sticking them to the memory and just reading them. No, it's you putting them into practice. Whatever you want to do, understand that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the owner of that thing. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala knows and He sees you. If you want to ask for wealth, understand and remember it is only Allah that is Ar-Razzaq. So you say, Ya Razzaq. If you want health, you say, Ya Shafi', the one who gives health. Whatever it is you want to do, look at the names of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, or look at the name of Allah that relates to that thing and attribute it to Allah and ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala using that very name. That is what it means by safeguarding or memorizing the name of Allah. It's not just sticking it to the memory and just reading it for reading's sake. No, acting on those very names is what the scholars explain by ahsaha, safeguarding or memorizing the names of Allah. Then one who does that, insha'Allah, would get to Al-Jannah. That is what the Prophet ﷺ meant by saying, Man ahsaha dakhal al-Jannah. One who safeguards them and puts them into practice, the names of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, puts them where they belong, then he gets admitted into Al-Jannah. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accept, and may He subhanahu wa ta'ala grant us better understanding. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.